Oh no, Die! We're back! With something that we should probably give a trigger warning on with how this anime is. Then again, if you're easily offended and things trigger you, why are you watching us in the first place?
Or according to this show, if you're fat, then you're the problem.
We'll get to that. I mean, they showed one cool fat man. Anyway, so yes, we are here with Btooom. A recommendation from anime fan DK. What's DK for Donkey Kong?
Or the thing most of you will probably just know from the opening.
I mean, it's been covered enough.
Been covered by like everyone on YouTube.
I've heard about this show for years. Everyone was saying like, oh yeah, it's over the top, stupid, edgy trash. So we went from edgy trash to edgelord trash.
Yeah. I'm just surprised they used 360s instead of PS3s.
Yeah, we should probably get to that. So, Btooom, the plot of it basically is our main character is Sakamoto, not Sakamoto, Persona 5. Anyway, he's one of the top 10 players in the world at the game Btooom. One of the top 10. Is it one of the top 10 players in the world or one of the top 10 Jap players?
The world.
Zawaldo?
He's just one of. No, you're confused. He's the top 10. He's the only Japan player.
Yeah, he's the only Japanese player in the top 10. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, so this game is apparently like a battle royale tag game that you play online, where you tag people with grenades. There's a bunch of different types of grenades. So you've got ones that home.
I always wanted to have grenade deathmatch.
Yeah, it's basically what it is.
I mean, it's essentially supposed to be like Halo or something, because the characters are in fucking power armor.
Yeah, and Sakamoto's 22-year-old dude who just wants to stay at home and game all day. And, yeah, gets to a point where apparently he gets abducted by strange dudes, and you might think, oh god, video game, he's gonna be isekai. Is it? That's what I thought too, but actually, no.
I mean, by the smallest technicality, yes, but no.
Yeah, he's dropped on a tropical island with a bunch of other Btooom players, and they're forced to play real-life Btooom. Yeah. Needless to say, shit gets fucked up real quick in this anime. And, yeah, if you're into over-the-top edgy shit, you'll probably have fun with this.
Man,
it does have some
way too hard.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. That this was edgy, dumb, stupid, and I am all for it. Anyway, so yeah, the manga was written by Junya Inoue, who also did Chrono Crusade. That show actually had a really good adaptation. I'm showing that to you one of these days. It's another cult classic. Anyway, manga began from '09 and ran till 2018 with 26 volumes, with Madhouse doing another Madhouse adaptation from October to December of 2012, covering the first 50 chapters in 12 episodes. Goody. Anyway, Sentai would put out the dub in December of 2013. And the only way to watch the dub now is on High Dive. Unless you want to pay like over $200 for the Blu-ray, because Sentai. Anyway.
Not a print.
Yeah. So, now we've basically did the plot breakdown as... Oh yeah, we didn't even mention this. So the way to escape the game, by the way, is every person that was transferred to the island has a chip embedded in their left hand, and you have to collect 8 chips in order to get picked up from the island and survive the game. So, yeah, you gotta go kill people, which Sakamoto's like, damn, I want to do this, I want to work with people and, you know, try avoiding having to do that. And because this show's trying way too hard, you're going to find out real quick every character has really messed up backstory, which we'll get to.
And everyone is there because 90% of them are assholes.
Yup. Anyway, so since it's Madhouse, how is the animation, Di?
Yes.
You mean it's actually animation?
Yeah, unlike what we're gonna get next.
You don't need to bring up sins, Di. We can't avoid it any longer, and sometimes we've got to face our problems.
Can I just hide under my bed where the sins can't hurt me?
Yes. Anyway, so yeah, the animation's Madhouse, you know what to expect. They're usually gonna have good animation when it comes to this shit. As far as OST, it's alright. Even both openings are okay. Yes, two openings for a 12-episode anime. I don't really get it.
So like, we're only gonna use that ending theme for 11 episodes. Let's use the first opening as our ending.
And it's like, shit, we got time to fill. We need an opening for this episode. I got it, Weiss. It's another song.
Hey, quite impressive you have time to fill when you're covering that many chapters, but...
Well, let's get to something that was alright, and much better than Madhouse's other thing we covered recently.
Because
the Dub
it made
Turkey.
you feel something.
Anyway, our ADR director this time is Stephen Foster. Oh, I've been waiting to cover another show by him after Gilgamesh.
That's your favorite show.
Okay, in all fairness, I don't have any, like, ill will towards him in the slightest. I think he's hilarious. The guy gave us ghost stories, come on.
Yeah, but he also needs to do his fucking job. It's what he's paid to do.
Oh, so about Gilgamesh, he claims that he directed it the way it sounded in the Japanese, which does not surprise me if that's true. The thing is, though, is you can say that all you want, dude. You still didn't dub the panting in several of the scenes. So, how do you explain that one?
So you mean he claiming he tried, but in reality he did it, and he's full of shit?
Possibly, I don't know. I do believe him on Gilgamesh's voice acting in any language sounding like that, because it's Gilgamesh. But yeah, everyone says there are two Stephen Fosters. The one that doesn't care, and he has a habit of not matching up with lip flaps, and I noticed you said you noticed that a couple of times in this.
No. I mean, probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I heard this show is like less egregious with that, whereas Medaka Box is very guilty of that from what people have said, from what I looked up.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it really is.
But yeah, Stephen Foster, this is one of his dubs that actually is alright. You got the good Stephen Foster today. And the assistant ADR director, yeah, this one is an assistant one, which I think is a little odd for Sentai from what I've seen. Loraldo Anzaldúa, someone we also covered recently on Magical Welfare. And you know, I will give Stephen Foster credit. I don't think he's ever casted himself, at least as a major character. So, that's something. Anyway, I guess let's get to our protagonist, Sakamoto, voiced by Tyler Galendo, who is Sakaki from Run with the Wind. Di, help me out with this name. Rundle, I think?
Yeah, something like that.
Rundle House Code? What kind of name is that?
Yeah, sure. That just pretend that's his name.
Anyway, from Log Horizon Seasons 1 and 2... Wait, they didn't get it back for Season 3?
Either that character does not show up at all in Season 3, or no.
And Shinichi from Outbreak Company. 3 shows I haven't seen yet. And... I mean, he actually tries... You could tell how freaked out he is when he first wakes up on the island. It's like, what the fuck's going on? Why do I have these grenades on me? Di, do you want to go play grenade
what are
tag?
these cubes? Wait, that's a timer ticking down. I better get rid of it.
Oh no, I've seen what happens when you screw with a cube. Where's Pinhead?
What's in your puzzle box?
But Tyler Glenda does a really good job here as Sakamoto.
Sakamoto.
And he's also kind of a dick. Yeah, he kind of mistreats his mom like an asshole. Because he's like, I will only work at this game company, damn it, if I so damn well please!
Yeah. He also had, apparently during that argument he had so much gamer rage he threw a controller through the wall.
That's kind of impressive also. That shit costs money, man.
The wall or the controller?
The controller is much more important than the wall. Die, don't you know anything? Walls grow on trees, controllers don't.
Yes, of course, all walls are made of wood. How could I forget?
Anyway, so, yeah, going from
apparently taking that taser made him not an asshole?
Yeah, I'm gonna hazard a guess this is something that was probably a little left out of adaptation. Because when he arrives on the island, he basically has, I wouldn't say a full 180, but he does act where he's like, now he's a nice guy on the island because he realizes, oh shit, I actually have to try or I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Which I should say up front, the way we are complaining chapters were left out, it's nowhere near as bad as Magical Welfare. You could still understand what's going on. Yeah, it wasn't a complete nuke job to the adaptation. Anyway, so about that trigger warning, now we're on our main female character, Himiko. Or Brittany Karbowski, because it's a Sentai dub. Hi, it's Miki from Parasite! Miki's back.
Just pull a name out of a hat and she's probably been in it.
Actually, I think she's in every Stephen Foster dub. I think he's one of her go-to, or she's one of his go-tos. I said that completely wrong. But anyways, yeah, just, if it's a Sentai dub, she's in it.
Or if it's a funny dub, she's gonna be in it at least 70% of the time.
What is Orimaru from Slime? Anyway, so... yeah, remember when we said this show is edgy trash? Himiko's kind of an attempted rape victim. Because men are assholes. And...
don't go partying with Instinct.
Yeah, that was a joke I made. Because apparently, yeah, she, it was a boy band that lived near her she wanted to introduce her friends to. The boy band all turned out to be a group of rapists. It's like, what? I mean, I guess that shit could happen IRL. That's the fucked up part. You hear it all the time about boy bands, or just rock stars in general being kind of dicks.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, she kind of has a thing against men, especially when she arrives on the island, and the men she meets up with right there are also dicks.
Especially, and then there's the fat man, the worst of the worst.
Yeah, you find this out in like the very second episode, so don't worry, it's not like, oh, swear, no, the fat dude she pairs up with also wants to rape her too. It's really messed up. Yeah. By the way, we're not even at the edgiest part of this anime yet. That's coming later on the cast list. But, yeah.
And we don't get and we don't surpass how edgy the next one is.
Oh no, that one's later. I'm saving it for last. We'll get there. But anyway, so when Himiko,
ramp it up.
She does a good job voicing Himiko, because I mean she's one of Sentai's, well, better Vuz. You could give her anything and she'll try. She even tried in Gilgamesh. I know you're going to say that's her debut role, so she had to, but I don't care, I'm taking it. But yeah, Himiko actually is a valid reason. Himiko is a valid reason for staying consistent throughout a lot of the show, hating men, as you've probably just heard us explain.
Yeah.
Or you could just say she's a star of a Lifetime film. You do you, I guess. Anyway, our next main is Tyra, or Tyra-san, because this dub has inconsistent uses of the honorifics. There's even characters that call Sakamoto, Sakamoto-kun, or Sakamoto-san.
Occasionally.
Yeah, it's very occasional. It's like, what the fuck? Why? Anyway, speaking of Sentai, Tyra is Andrew Love.
Oh god, he's another fat man.
Hey, he's Takeshi in Kami-sama Dolls, and he's 5th all-for-one user in My Hero Academia, and Randy in Majestic Prince. What, I just went for random rolls this time. And your probably favorite named roll die, Burnt Alive Lion from Camphor. Don't ask. Just don't.
That sounds awesome.
And, yeah, Tyra's an old fat man who ended up on the island who doesn't want to play the game. He doesn't want to play with Triple H. So he ends up teaming up with Sakamoto to try getting out of the island a different way. And, I mean, how useful was he in the grand scheme of things, really, Dai?
Well, as helpful as a character who keeps getting injured can be.
Yeah, he seems like the one who held the team back a lot of the time, just saying.
I mean, he got his leg bitten by a lizard, he got his fingers cut off by a guy.
Yeah, this Tyra had it rough. Andrew Love does an alright job voicing him, especially when he has to go incredibly high-pitched squealing all the time for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got no complaints. Those are our 3 mains. Now for the rest of them. So, first we have Sheiki, who's someone who's also on the island, voiced by Maggie Fleckno, who we recently covered here. But she's also Sawada from Comic Party Revolution, a show I've never seen. Adachi from Doraikyu, that's other edgy trash that one of these days we have to watch, Die. It's hilariously edgy shit. It might even make this show blush, and I'm not joking.
But is it a good adaptation?
It does end.
Oh, so it's better than this?
And she's Isabella from Legend of the Dark King, a Fist of the North Star side story. Speaking of out-of-print anime. And yeah, she's only in a few episodes, but it's Maggie Fleckno, so she brought her A-game to this. Because she always does. After her, we have Miyamoto, who I guess is the first major antag of the series. You know that, it's the, you know which dude, the mercenary dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's voiced by Jovan Jackson, who is Neantar from Log Horizon. Dai, you told me the stupid joke with that, and I still want to facepalm.
You don't get it? He's a cat, man.
Fine, he's Richard in Coyote Ragtime Show. That means he's Dick. And Sakaki from Devil's On. What's with all the Sakakis this time?
Apparently there was a convention.
And yeah, I've seen some people online say the voice does not fit the character. Because I've seen some, like when looking at what people thought of the dub, some people said his voice doesn't fit as well for Miyamoto in their opinion. I don't know, I want your thoughts though. I thought it was alright.
Yeah, if it's fun enough.
For those who's wondering, yeah, Miyamoto comes across like a black guy. That's the way he makes him come across, so... whether you think it fits or not is up to you, I guess. Anyway, after him we have Dante, or Dr. D, who's also on the island, voiced by Dave Matranga. Because it's a Sentai dub. What gives, Dai? What gives?
Or any dub at this point.
We'll use Todoroki. And he's Sanzo and Sayuki, another show we have to cover at some point. And yeah, it's Dave. You all know what you're getting. He's actually trying and doing a decent job.
He's doing his Dave thing.
Now, we're nearing the end of the cast list to go down, the ones worth mentioning. There's 2 left. First is Natsume, who's a lawyer that literally loses his fucking mind. And I feel so bad for this man. We'll get to why in a second. All I do in the beginning, you saw why he lost his mind. This poor dude
He lost his mind because he was taking some drugs or something, judging from how it went when he showed up the second time.
Yeah, but you saw what happened when he was first there. Anyway, yeah, he's a lawyer, and he's voiced by Patrick Poole, or Hyoga from Saint Seiya, or Magnus in the Saint Seiya reboot. Goku's gonna hate me for bringing that up.
I'm sure he'll get over it.
But yeah, and he does a great job as this dude for what little he's here. Because he starts off like, he's like, I'm just a nice lawyer, man. I don't want to do this.
Unlikely story.
Yeah, then next time he's like, penile code, blah, 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 subsection, blah, blah, blah. I know the law. This is totally legal. I'm gonna do this shit.
Self-defense.
Yeah. Like, he totally lost his shit.
He was clearly taking some pills or something, so he was on some kind of drug.
Yeah, now we're gonna get to the reason why he lost his mind.
So, are you ready for peak edginess?
Okay, here is Kosuke. Kosuke, the only way to describe him is psychotic Shota.
Did somebody say necrophilia?
Yeah, so apparently because his dad was an abusive dick that beat him, he went out, murdered 3 women, and raped their corpses. Do I need to repeat that? Yeah, I love how, like, when the cops are talking about it, and again, this is still early in the series, if anyone's wondering. Like, you find this out when Kosuke first shows up, because he's one of the major characters. The cop's like, shouldn't it be the other way around? Well, normally, yes, but, not this time. Like, what? Like, okay, holy shit, why?
Just how much edgier can they make it?
So, yeah... Someone was
tried so hard with that one.
Someone was inspired by Schreiber from DAZ-Ray. Anyway, Kosuke is voiced by Chelsea Ryan McCurdy, who's Best Girl Mira from Trinity 7, Futaba from Review Starlight, and Elvis from Grimoire of Zero. That is how you pronounce that name. I haven't seen that show in a while. And, yeah... she does fine coming across as insane, and we mean that this character is literally insane, obviously. And for some reason, a couple of times in the episode they debut in is referred to as Kyosuke, even though there's no Y there. Yeah, I went back and double-checked. Gotta love dubisms, don't you?
It's a classic.
As far as the rest of the dub cast, I mean, got Shelley Colleen Black, double casted, it's 2 named characters. In fact, this show does that a lot. There's a lot of recycling voices. But I don't think, unless you're overly familiar with Sentai voice actors, you'll notice it. I didn't even notice a lot of them, because, well, I don't watch so many Sentai dubs that often.
And some characters just show up to die, so they could
yeah, it's one of these shows.
Quotes.
Yeah, it is one of these shows. And, yeah, overall this dub was fine. I think everyone did an alright job. As far as silly dubisms, other than the inconsistent Japanese honorifics, a random dude showing up with a southern accent for some reason, I don't even... why? Was that guy supposed to be American? Because you find out on this island that there's people all around the world competing in this, because it's a massive worldwide thing.
Yes, because this video game company has the power to abduct people.
They did say, I think, at some point that they're one of the leading powers in Japanese technology or some shit. I don't know. But
Yes,
yeah,
the people who developed the fucking Xbox 360 game.
yeah, but that was the point though. That wasn't this game used to ploy for them to do an experiment or something.
Yeah, they want to do the game for real.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, how bad could it be? In this universe, you have snackers instead of Snickers.
It's still dumb every time. It's like, you're not even trying to hide the fact that what you are, fucking McDonald's.
But yeah, as far as the ending of this show, it does end on kind of a non-ending, but it's to be expected.
It ends because they wanted to rush through that arc, I guess.
Not going to spoil anything yet. We'll get to spoilers in a second, but the ending was serviceable. It's your typical anime non-ending. They wrapped up a plot thread, and that's about it. And it's a plot thread that this was when Madhouse started to go at breakneck speed. Yeah, the first 6 episodes seem to be fine and 100% properly paced. Then after that, alright, we gotta get a move on, guys. We need to rush to the end of this arc. Again, it's not A1 or magical welfare levels of bad, but it is noticeable. Like we mentioned with Lawyer Kun, he's the lawyer of Kosuke. You could see why he's literally trying his best, but by the end of it, he just shows up again after like being gone for 3 episodes and is insane. He had a complete 180 off screen. And this, I guarantee, is because, oh, we skip manga chapters, silly. It's not important.
This is a recurring problem.
Yeah. Again, it's still watchable. I still had a lot of fun with this show. It's dumb, edgy shit. So if you want to watch it, go for it on High Dive. This is when I'd say watch it yourself and make your own thoughts on it, I guess. Just be forewarned, edginess inbound.
But the most important part, that fat man wasn't wearing any pants.
Damn it, Die! Did you really have to quote that? But okay, so spoiler time. If you want to spoil, get out of here. So we bring up the things that are kind of annoying thanks to Madhouse. And no, this show's probably not getting a season 2. It's been a decade, and it's Madhouse. Yeah, they're kind of terrible at bringing shows back. Be happy Overlord's coming back as it is.
Oh, so they're just like any studio, really?
I'd say that, but I get the feeling that we're going to get an Eden Zero Season 2 from JC Staff at some point. If it were Madhouse, hell no.
It's what you would say if they didn't greenlight another thing instead.
Well, yeah, see, like how Real Sierra rebuilt the kingdom. Like, that's getting a Season 2. If Madhouse were doing it, do you think it would? No. No, it wouldn't.
No.
People thinking Hunter x Hunter will come back. Is that because of the hiatuses or Madhouse?
Mad hiatuses.
Anyways, though, yeah, go check the show out. The ending, I saw people like, oh, it's a completely awful ending. I mean, it's your typical anime ending. It's what you'd expect.
There's been worse.
It really has. Magical welfare.
Go watch Welfare Hero of Magic.
Welfare Hero of Magic? What? My magic's on welfare.
You're a wizard.
But alright. Spoiler time. Okay, so obviously the biggest issue was Tyra, or the Andrew Love thingy. His plot thread just was rushed as shit at the end. Because
of the pacing, it was just confusing as to why.
Yeah, so Sakamoto imagining his former friend that he knew back that was kind of a dick. He's like, I don't idolize you anymore, as an alter ego in his head that he was arguing with halfway through the show out of nowhere. Again, I'm guessing this is something that was probably expanded upon in the manga. But because of that, when Tyra is bitten by a snake, or not a snake, a lizard, poisonous lizard.
It's not a lizard, you dumbass, it's a dragon.
Oh, no, I just say poisonous, I mean venomous. Pulled a Resident Evil 1. Poisonous would be if he ate it. He ate the lizard.
Terrible demons.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? That means Richard in Resident Evil 1 ate the snake if it was poisonous. He took a bite out of it.
That's hot.
He must have been really hungry. Anyway, yeah, so he was bitten by a venomous lizard, and the only thing we can surmise is at the end, he starts hallucinating his daughter and wife. He's like, I need to get out of here to see them, so I'm gonna turn on my friends! And it's, I guess you could say the poison or venom made him hallucinate, but because Sakamoto's also hallucinating, who the fuck knows?
Yeah, and it might not even be a hallucination or anything. It could be because of their fucking chips. We don't know because Madhouse's partly Russian.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the fight with the mercenary dude, Miyamoto, was still kind of cool, though, I guess.
But his skin was melted.
Yeah. This, I don't know. Other than that, let's see, Kosuke, you know, the Psycho Shoto, whatever, after having his fight with Sakamoto, just fucks off for 3 episodes, then shows up again paired up with the southern dude out of nowhere for some reason. Again, Madhouse, why?
Because...
And this is how you know, like, this manga, I guarantee, had chapters that were focused on each individual character to put them all into place. You could see that in the beginning, with Ep 1 being on Sakamoto, and Ep 2 being completely on Himiko, from her perspective. And Ep 4 started off from Kosuke's perspective, and then just went to the fight with him and Sakamoto. So I feel like there was going to be chapters just focused on developing each character individually. But no, nix that idea. Let's rush to the end of this arc.
Again, and again, and again, and one more time.
I don't know. That aside, though, still had fun. It was a dumb, edgy show, just like everyone said. I could kind of...
Don't be a fat man.
Yeah, that's every fat man... Yeah, because that's right, Tyra dies at the end. So if you're a fat man, you're either a traitor, or in Himiko's case, an attempted rapist. That's the message of the show.
So we watched something directed by David Cage, I got you.
I love Heavy Rain. I love that game so damn much. That game is so damn stupid. But yeah, let us know what you all thought of Btooom and all that stuff. Hope you all enjoyed it and all that. This is coming to the end. Not much really else to say unless you want to add something.
Who the fuck wants to have grenade deathmatch? It sounds incredibly boring.
Are you kidding me? Did you forget in fucking Perfect Dark we used to have nothing but in-grenade matches?
Those weren't really grenades. No, proximity pinballs were better.
Yeah, we had those too. We had those, and those were fun as shit. Like, the score was like negative 800 or something by the time we were done.
Just something like Halo. with the power armor that their avatars are clearly wearing.
But
and that kind of deathmatch without sticky grenades. What is wrong with you?
Maybe there would have been if we had kept going. I've seen some people say that they did get into the manga after watching this anime, and I could totally see it. This is one of those mangas, I think it's like around 200 chapters. You binge in like a couple of days, like if you're in the mood for just smiling at something edgy and stupid for a few days.
Super edge.
But okay, procrastinated long enough. Sins is back, the full season is up, can't avoid it.
This time it's not a false alarm, unfortunately.
Unless the movie goes up this Friday that wraps up the whole series and it's not dubbed, then we don't have to worry. That's not going to happen, is it? We're really going to have to cover it this time, aren't we?
Oh, no.
Well, hope you all enjoyed Btooom, and this recommendation month had some ups, some downs, and magical welfare.
Lots of welfare.
Joking around, but I'm glad you all sent us recommendations. This was fun. Btooom and Scum's Wish.
This month too.
Yeah. Horny person with Scum's Wish. Someone was in the mood for some Rurouni Kenshin with Deeper Kyo. Someone, apparently forgot magical welfare was shit, which, fair enough. I mean, we've all seen shows like 10 plus years ago. It's like, I don't remember it being that bad. Then you go back and go, oh my god, this is terrible. What was I thinking back then?
Yeah. Or like you're a Clock Tower fan, you see Ghost Head out of sale, you're like, I'm gonna waste my summer on this game. It's gonna be awesome.
Clock Tower 2 Ghost Head is amazing. How dare you? Go play Cyborg Justice. But yeah, and someone was an edgelord this month with Btooom. But jokes aside, all 4 recommendations were interesting in their own way, and shows I probably would have never watched. So
2 of them you probably wish you didn't.
I would Samurai Deeper Kill I almost don't regret watching, though. That dub was hilarious. You just don't know. But yeah, join us next time. We're entering October, which means horror anime. And I know you're going to say, how is Seven Deadly Sins horror related? Have you seen that show? It's fucking scary, man.
I don't know, some people apparently like it. That's the scariest part. The fuck is wrong with you people?
To each their own, I suppose. I mean, you like Cyborg Justice, I like Clock Tower Ghost Head.
Who said I liked it? I just couldn't beat it, unlike most
If you didn't like it, we wouldn't have streamed it / LP'd it.
Yeah, that's right, we should do Pac-Man 2 to go fully insane.
Alright, let's drag it on long enough. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Let us know what you all thought of Btooom and your thoughts on it if you agree or whatnot. And we'll be back next time with 7 Deadly Sins, Dragon's Judgment, and the Cursed by Light film. Till then, hope you all have yourselves a great day, and till next time, like, comment, and all that stuff if you'd be so kind. Be our friend. Till next time.